It's time for Pet Patrol, and today Lauren Post-Leone from Hillsborough Pet Resource Center joins us today.
Hi, Natalie.
Lauren, how are you?
We are doing well.
We are going to have our hands full today with little Miss Betty here.
Yes.
I say little, but energetic's more like it.
Energetic and not quite as small. She's around 60 pounds, I think, so she's quite large.
Oh, but so sweet, and it's so great that you did bring her because we're talking about an interesting topic that, from what I've heard, is actually helping dogs be adopted, and this is DNA testing.
Yes, it does seem to help. We've actually started to we've completed about 100 so far.
Oh, wow.
And we plan on doing dogs over 40 pounds. So any dog that's over 40 pounds that comes through, come on, Betty, come back up, will get adopted. And that was through a grant from the Best Friends Animal Society in order to find innovative ways to help big dogs find loving homes.
Okay, well, I was going to say, there was definitely a lot of information as we were loving on Betty as well. So first, how were you able to provide this?
We were able to provide it through the grant that we got, which was very helpful. That actually helped us purchase the tests in order to test the dogs that are over 40 pounds.
And what is the key for dogs that are over 40? Why that group?
Because it's the larger dog group. It's harder a lot of times with people that rent, maybe to find placement for dogs that are larger, especially when you can look at an animal and you might think it's a certain breed, but they're really not that breed. And that DNA test helps provide that. And that way they can give it to a landlord, they can show it to their insurance companies, and that will help people. That will help people when it comes to insurance and finding homes.
Well, and I like it too because I know we have touched on a little behavior and possibly even their personalities that sometimes differ in breeds. It's got to be a positive then.
Yeah, that'll kind of give you an idea of your dog's breeds, different traits that you might be able to look up. How maybe easy it would be to train them, if they're more energetic like Miss Betty is here.
Well, and it's actually, you brought a DNA test, and so I was surprised to see that it's actually just a swab.
Yes, it's just 2 swabs. So basically all you would need to do, come here Miss Betty, is you would take, we've already done it with Betty, so we won't do it, but you would just go right underneath the lip here, and you would scrub with a swab just for about 15 seconds if you can. Some dogs it takes a little bit more, some it takes a little less. Especially if your dog slobbers a lot.
Oh, yep.
You would let it sit for about 5 minutes and dry, and then you put it back in that envelope, you fill out information, and then you send it off to the lab.
Well, and you brought Betty here for, I mean, obviously she's very sweet and energetic and probably would make a great family dog, but you brought her specifically because her DNA test was a little unusual, if you will, or you were surprised even.
Yes, Betty is a little unusual. So what would you think Betty is a mixture of?
I knew this question was coming, and so when I saw Betty walk in, I'm trying, okay, brindle markings, shorter tail, so I'm thinking like sporting group, like hound-esque maybe? No?
You would be surprised. Betty is actually a boxer American Staffordshire Terrier Doberman Pinscher mix with a little bit of long-haired dachshund in her background.
Wait a second. Okay, long-haired dachshund.
Correct.
Doberman. Okay, I kind of see the Doberman with her body. What else?
She's a boxer.
Okay, so
and
the boxer.
And an American Staffordshire Terrier mix.
Wow. So even these DNA tests break it down even further than what, vets can typically guess when they usually just guess 1 or 2 breeds.
Correct. They go back to a great-grandparent. So you would get information, again, from a great-grandparent to the grandparents to the actual parents.
Wow. Well, speaking of parents and grandparents, what do we know about dear Betty here, who's finally had enough? Oh, no, I jinxed it. Sorry. What do we know about Betty?
Betty is about 2 years old. She did have a home previously, but because she had so much energy, Betty.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She was a little too active for that household, but she actually knows sit, stay. She was in a home before with kids and cats. She's in playgroup. She does great. She's actually one of our greeter dogs, and we call her one of our rock stars. Because she does so well with everybody out in playgroup.
Well, if you are interested in possibly taking Betty home or for more information on this testing, which I think is absolutely fabulous, I'm so glad that it's helping you guys out and hopefully finding more pooches, some forever homes. Of course, you can contact the Pet Resource Center. There's the phone number on the bottom of your screen. And again, thank you for sharing Betty with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in.
Not a problem. Thank you for having us again, Natalie.
Got to get these dogs homes, don't we?
Yes, we do, especially Miss Betty here.
Well, let's go ahead and send it over.